The world of deglobalization, brothers. India's media portrays India as the hero. Pakistan's media portrays Pakistan as the hero. But the real question is, who is actually right and who is wrong? And more importantly, how will history decide this truth in the future? Let's break it down. For decades, we were told the world is becoming more and more globally connected. But that was never the full truth. Slowly, the world is moving not toward connection, but toward disconnection. This is the age of deglobalization. In the past, nations shared their resources. Today, countries are hoarding them. The United States is cutting its reliance on China and Taiwan by trying to manufacture semiconductors domestically. China is reducing dependence on the US by building its own airplanes and expanding its tech industry. India is banning foreign apps and investing in local alternatives. Russia is creating its own internet ecosystem. And the European Union is exhausted from relying on the rest of the world, now pumping billions into local solar panel production. This global breakup started during COVID-19, when supply chains collapsed. It became clearer during the Russia-Ukraine war. And finally, the US-China tech war made it official. The era of globalization is fading. Even the WTO is in shock. It observes that while global GDP continues to grow, worldwide merchandise trade volume is falling. Why? Because countries are turning inward, prioritizing self-sufficiency over international trade. Look around. America is spending billions to produce semiconductors at home. India is doing the same for electronics. The EU is doing it for solar energy. Everyone wants independence from foreign supply chains. Now, why does this matter to you? Because you were born in an era of globalization, but you will live in an era of deglobalization, and that changes everything. Economic shocks will become more frequent. Companies will hire local workers over foreign talent. Nations will trade only with their close allies, not just whoever offers the cheapest goods. Propaganda will rise as every country tries to control not just production, but also the narrative of truth itself. Soon, every country will have its own news, its own apps, its own truth. That is the propaganda war of the future. The real truth, the one that unites all sides, will become scattered and harder to find. Welcome to the deglobalized world.